What's up, family? First and goal. We back live. Conference championship weeks here. Hope you guys ready. It's time to make some money, make some cash. Hopefully y'all tuned in earlier. Lions, we got that dub tonight. NFL. I will be doing a rundown NFL tomorrow, so y'all tune in for that. Hit the like button, subscribe, man. We got some games to talk about. Also, best bet show with me and Jack. Check us out tomorrow. But let's not waste your time and let's get straight to it. Tomorrow we got Troy facing off against number 25 James Madison for the Sun Belt Conference Championship. This is going to be played in Virginia. JMU right now is a hefty minus 23 and a half. Total is 46 and a half. I'm not going to talk too much about this game because I honestly don't know much about these teams. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. I really don't. But I know JMU is a juggernaut, 11-1 on the season. But if you're giving me 23 points in a title game, I'm taking it, man. I don't care who playing. Give me that plus 23 and a half. Hold your nose out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pray that we cover this spread. I'm not going to say it's the best bet, but I love starting the game up almost 30 points. And maybe the books know that, they'll put this points high for a reason for people to take it. But I'm taking a bait. Give me plus 23 and a half with Troy. This is disrespectful for this program. Both these teams are in the Sun Belt for a reason. Give me 23 and a half points with Troy. No lavish breakdown for this one here. Let's go on to the next game. Let's see who we got. We got Kennesaw State, 9-3 on the year. Shout out to Kennesaw State. Facing off against Jacksonville State, 8-4 on the season. This is for the Conference USA Championship. This will be played in Jacksonville, Alabama, not Jacksonville, Florida. The spread is minus 2.5 for Kennesaw State. Over and under 60.5. They're expecting a lot of points in this matchup here. And I kind of agree with it. The first game these teams played, I believe, the first time they played, Kennesaw had 4 turnovers, and Jacksonville barely still got the outright victory, I believe, by 9 points. So I feel like it's right to have Kennesaw favored here. It's a game I won't be betting. This is a tight matchup. I lean Kennesaw State, but I could not bet Kennesaw State in this matchup. The boys just moved up to D1, and they're making noise already. So shout out to Kennesaw State. Lean their way, but I would not bet this one. I just can't do it. There's no way I can do this one. But hey, more power to you. If you want to take Jacksonville, if you want to take Kennesaw, go ahead. Maybe you have some better intel than me, so let's move on to the next game that I do have a bet on. We got North Texas, 11-1 on the season, number 1 offense in the whole college football. I think they're averaging 47 points per game, but they're going out there to number 20 ranked Tulane, 10-2 on the year. This is for the American Conference Championship. Will be held at New Orleans, Louisiana, in Tulane's home field. Tulane right now is plus 2.5, total 66.5. Now, on the surface here, we see North Texas, number 1 offense, averaging 47 points a game. And offenses is key, especially when Tulane's defense is mediocre. But on the flip side, I have a team here who's 6-0 at home, haven't lost a home game. Yes, both their coaches will be leaving these programs. Summerall, Tulane's head coach, is headed out to Florida. North Texas's coach is headed out to Oklahoma State. So both these coaches have 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. I like Tulane in this matchup. Maybe I'm being biased. Just because the 3rd week of the season, I said Tulane will be the group of 5 representative to make the playoff. And here we are. 10-2 on the year and still have a chance with home field advantage. Yes, we're playing the best offense. But North Texas has the number 125th strength of schedule. So I like to look at strength of schedule. It's a lot of other metrics you can combine, and yeah, I understand that, but it's about who you play. So I'm drinking the dirty water. We're riding the wave. We're getting on the surfboard. The Katrina water is going to come through and break the levee, and we're going to win this game. So let's go Tulane. Let's get this money. I love them plus 3 if you buy it up. That's perfect. But if not, take them straight out on the money line. We won't need the 2.5 points here. Let's go Tulane. This is one of my top plays. It's a scary one, but I love it. Let's go. We moving on. We're still on Friday night, 5 p.m. on Fox. We got UNLV versus Boise State, and it seemed like both these teams always face off for the Mountain West Conference Championship. Albertson Stadium, Boise, Idaho, Potato Land. Spread is -4.5 for Boise. Total 59 and a hook. This is a tough game here, man. I guess these conference championships are made for a reason, because on the surface you look like Boise blew them out. First line was 10 or 12. Now it's moved down to -4.5. I think I'm hearing rumblings that Maddox-Maxson is back for Madsen is back for Boise, the quarterback. So I don't know. I'm rooting for UNLV. I think UNLV has a chance to make this program a solid program. I'm rooting for UNLV, but I could not bet UNLV. Maybe put them in a teaser. I feel like this game could be within a touchdown type of game. Sort of lean Boise, but I'm rooting for UNLV. So go Rebs. Next game. And we're moving on to Saturday here. Let's go. We got 9 a.m. Early bird gets the worm. And this is why this game is early. Just, give you some insight. We got number 11 BYU in a rematch. 11-1 on the season. Going to face off against number 4 Texas Tech. The Raiders, you know what I'm saying? Big 12 championship here. AT&T Stadium will be in Texas. The only way to look here is Texas Tech. I know it's a lot of points. I understand it. It's a rematch. What can Texas Tech change? Nothing. But they put a whooping on BYU, so I can't see no other way. I don't see this game being different. Maybe BYU gets a couple trick plays off and keeps the spread a little closer this time. But the only way I can look, ladies and gentlemen, is Texas Tech in this matchup. Total 49.5. Sounds about right to me. I see a 32-17 type game, 30-17 type game. I think Texas Tech finds a way to cover at the end. They've been a covering machine on the year, I believe. They covered almost every game this season. So it's only one way to look in this matchup. Texas Tech spent a lot of money. They will win this Big 12 title, bring it home, and lock in a top 4 spot for the college football playoff and get a bye. So let's move along here. All right, we got Miami, Ohio, facing off against Western Michigan. This is for the MAC championship. This is at Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Western Michigan -1.5, total 43.5. Hey, what can I say? It's the MAC championship. This game can go either way, right? I think it can. Let's break it down right now. Western Michigan's playing great on the season. I believe these teams faced off earlier in the year. I got to look and see who won. But let me see who won this matchup real quick. If you guys ever follow the MAC, you understand that these games can go either way. So Western Michigan, they lost to Miami, Ohio, 26-17. They're still favored in this matchup. The books are telling us they have a slight edge. I'm going to go with Vegas in this one. I lean Western Michigan. I believe they haven't won a MAC title in over 10 years. So I think this program's hungry. They maybe want a few recruits, whatever recruits they can get over there at Western Michigan. But this team has been playing hard. If you look, their last 4 or 5 games, they've been on a roll. They've been hungry. So I'm going to go with the team that's been rolling a little bit more. DeQuan Finn, the quarterback for Miami, Ohio, he checked out. He said he's getting ready for the NFL, which is a whole another story. I don't even want to talk about that right now. But let's take the Broncos here. I believe that's their mascot. Western Michigan -1.5. Slight lean to them. Next game, we're moving on to a big matchup here. We got number 3 Georgia facing off against number 9 Alabama, their arch rival. This was always played at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the ATL. You know what I'm saying? We got Georgia -2.5. Totals at 48 in the hook. Now let's break this down. The last 9 out of 10 times Georgia's played Alabama. I haven't double checked this. I hear things and my brain processes it, but they've lost. So the last 90% of bets, if you would have bet on Alabama against Georgia, you would have cashed. Now let's talk about this. Do you really think Kirby Smart gonna go out like that? I feel like if he loses again, he's Kirby Dumb. That's his new name, Kirby Dumb. Because come on, man, you got to get over to something. You got to beat Bama. I know a lot of those losses you had to Alabama was against Nick Saban, and rightfully so, one of the greatest coaches of all time to do it. So I can understand a lot of those losses. But you can't lose again to Bama, man. Or can you? It's a tough game to call. I lean Georgia. Jam Miller, Alabama's running back, got a little banged up. I don't know. He's questionable to go this game. Georgia last game just played Georgia Tech. Looked like they were taking a break that game, getting ready for this game. So I lean Georgia here in this high-powered matchup. And you got to think about it this way. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Alabama needs this win to get in the playoff. I disagree. They're not going to punish Bama for losing this game and their conference title, even ending the season with 3 losses. I like Georgia in this game, -2. I don't love it, though, and I won't be putting money on it. I will be watching it as a fan. Go Dogs. Sick 'em. Next game, we got Duke. Come on, ACC. Did you just hear what I said, people? They have Duke in the conference title at 7-5 on the season here. What are we doing, ACC? Get it together. They're facing off against number 17 Virginia, 10-2 on the year. This is the ACC title. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. And UVA -4, totals 57.5. I mean, it's Virginia or nothing, right? But why does it seem so easy? It just seems so easy to pick Virginia, right? I'm rooting for Duke to win because I want Duke to win. I want to see what the committee does. Because the rules say you're supposed to have the top 5 conferences champions. You know what I'm saying? What you're supposed to have in this. So I want to see Duke win, and I want to see if they're really going to let a JMU in with the North Texas or a Tulane winner. I want to see that. So we're rooting for Duke here. Now, the ACC, I don't know if they're going to make some calls and going to, handle their business and make Virginia win so they can get Virginia in. But we'll see. I'm rooting for Duke in this game. If I had to bet, I would put my money back in my pocket. That's what I would do. This is a terrible game. Virginia has been by far the better team all year, but I'm rooting for Duke, ladies and gentlemen. You do what you want with that information. Let's go to the best game of this whole slate and of the whole year. Let's wrap it up for the conference champions this week. We got number 2, Indiana, 12-0 on the year, flawless. facing off against number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes. Big Ten championship here, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana here. Ohio State -4, total 47 in the hook. And you already know what's happening right here. Who do we hate? Ohio State. That's who we hate. Not in actuality. I'm going Ohio State here. I think Ohio State wins this game comfortably by maybe a touchdown. I know a lot of other people disagree, and rightfully so. Indiana's been flawless this year. Their offense led by Fernando Mendoza, Heisman candidate. It's been flawless all year. That's why this guy's the leader in the Heisman board. Cincinnati, coach over there in Indiana, turned this program all the way around. I know a lot of people wanting to leave the school. It's a lot of new job openings, and any of these openings would have loved him to come and coach their team. This is a great coach, and he wants this game bad. I understand that. On the flip side, you got Ohio State. This is a stiff defense, one of the best defenses in the whole college football. You got Ryan Day. You got the defending champions. You got Now I'm just saying, Julian Sand. If you don't know about this kid from Oceanside, I'm a California guy. I knew about this kid coming out of high school. Nick Saban recruited him. He was supposed to go to Bama. Nick Saban ended up, I guess, retiring. So he decommitted there and went to Ohio State. This kid's nice. He's accurate. Pressure won't affect him. He's a sophomore now, so I'm just saying, I'm rocking with Ohio State in this matchup. I know it could bite you. It's -4. They could win by 3, but it's the only way I could play this game. I think the Buckeyes get it done. I know it's in Indianapolis, but the travel spot is not far for Ohio fans. I believe it's about an hour and a half. So they will show up and show out. There will be a lot of Ohio State fans there. And let's get this done, Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm going to leave you guys with a little information in this game. Ryan Day has never won a Big Ten title, if I'm not mistaken. He's done everything else. He finally beat Michigan. They won a title last year, right? So let's do the trifecta and win the Big Ten title, boys. Let's get it. Ohio State for the victory here. All right, best bets. We're going to run down these 2 games. I'm going to show you guys what I like here. We rocking with Tulane plus the 3. You could buy it up. You could get a good price, 125, 130. I like it. If not, take the money line. I won't hate you if you took the plus 2.5 as well. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but those key numbers come down to play in big effect. So Tulane is the first bet. Next bet, Ohio State -4. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to lay it like Teddy Cover says. Hey, Ohio State, let's get this victory. These are the best bets for the show, Conference Championship Week. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We got a big show tomorrow. Some of these picks might be on there as well. And UFC, we got a lot going on this weekend. Make sure you tap in for the win. First and Goal NFL is on the way. MLG TV, First and Goal.
Yeah. You know, success is not just measured by how much money you make.